Hey guys, these are the Neporal rechargeable emergency light bulbs. Let's open these up. All right, so this is a 6-pack of light bulbs, and these are really cool because they have a built-in battery. So when you're using them as a normal light bulb, they're gonna work just like a normal light bulb, but while you're using them, it charges the battery that's inside of these. And if the power goes out, these are gonna light up. So we're gonna simulate this here in a second so you guys can see. I also wanna plug these in so we can see what the color of them looks like and how bright they are. So we'll do that here in a second, but let's see what's in here. So you get your 6 light bulbs. They're all nicely packaged in here. They also send along these little hanging bases. So say you want to take these light bulbs camping or use them to carry around if the power goes out, something like that. You just screw them into these bases they send, and there's a little button on the back of this you can just click and they light up there. So, all right, so you can see how bright they are. They are like a bright, I'd say that's like a 5000K color. So it's not that like warm yellowish light. It's like the bright daylight color, but they're plenty bright. But yeah, these little bases here make them nice just for using, if you want to use them for a lantern, light up your tent when you're camping, or if the power does go out and you want to use them around the house, you can use them like that. But I think the great feature of these is that you can put them in as a regular light bulb. They're 15-watt LED, so they're plenty bright, but they don't use a lot of electricity. Then when the power goes out, they automatically turn on. So I got a lamp here. We're going to simulate this so you guys can see how exactly this works. So one thing to keep in mind, because there is a built-in battery on these are slightly larger than your standard light bulb. They're a little taller, a little bit fatter, but not a big deal. They look like a normal bulb, just something to keep in mind. All right, so I'm going to screw this into this lamp here and turn this on. All right, you can see it's a nice and bright light bulb. So very bright, definitely a bright white light, and it just works like a normal bulb. So right now it's actually charging, but if I turn the lamp off, it turns off just like normal. When the technology really comes into play is when the power goes out. So I'm going to simulate this by flipping the breaker off. One thing to keep in mind, for this technology to work, you have to have something else plugged in somewhere on that circuit. So if it's the only thing plugged in to that breaker and that breaker flips off or you lose power, it's not going to trigger the light bulb to turn on. So, but for here, I have my laptop also plugged in to this extension cord. So because that laptop's plugged in, it completes the circuit and it's going to allow this light bulb to know that the power went off and turn on. So I'm going to run down now, flip the breaker, and you're going to see this bulb is going to stay on. All right, there you go. I turned the breaker off. The power is off in here. I can see my laptop isn't charging anymore, but the light bulb's still on. So if this was a power outage, I'd still be able to have light, and I can flip this light off now and turn it off if I still want to turn it off and turn it on. So I can still use this as a normal light bulb. So if you're looking for some replacement light bulbs, these are a great option. You can use them just as a regular bulb, but if there is a power outage or you need a lantern or something like that, they work really well for that too. So if you're looking for a set of new light bulbs, these rechargeable emergency light bulbs are a great option.